This is the Chad Factor, and I have a special video for all of you on my YouTube. And with me in this conversation, I got my brothers, Mr. Akwasi and the Honorable David Carroll. How both of y'all doing tonight?
What's up, man? I'm good. Glad to be on this video.
All right, so today we're gonna. I just want to talk about a few things. I wanted to get into police brutality, but I want to, get into what's going on right now, and that's and what the liberal Zionist media is going to use. They're going to try to use this incident in Mississippi to alter the narrative that the most racist and evil places is down south, and that there's just black people hanging from trees like in the 20s, 30s, and 50s. I also want to get into Professor Griff's view on people talk about black on black crime. I'll talk about that as well. But I'm going to get into the police brutality first. So, my perspective, I had you both on my show. We all know police brutality exists. We all know what happens. But, how other people talk about police brutality. Do you think that there's just cops out here killing and beating up black folks? There's a statistic that says every 28 hours a black man gets killed by police. But do you think that police brutality is the main problem in the black community?
The main problem? Hell no. Hell no. The main problem with the Negro is nothing but the Negro himself. He's his main problem. Yeah, does he have police brutality that takes place amongst the black guys? Absolutely. But he wants to bullshit upon himself by fitting the descriptions of where he can be picked up every chance he gets. Listen. I'm sorry for smacking the ear right now. I'm currently eating my dinner at the same time. But if you go to any black community, especially now that starts getting warmer, you're going to find Negroes all over the corners. Go to Harlem. You're going to see them on their dirt bikes, wheeling all over the goddamn place like they ain't got no fucking sense in their goddamn head. Some of these Negroes are out here selling drugs on the same damn corner. You just got picked up the night before, or two cops didn't stop you when they shook you down the night before. You're back out here again the next night selling drugs. Half the goddamn time, I can see what these Negroes doing, making their little dope transactions in their sales. I ain't a cop. I can see what you're doing. Now imagine what a cop sees. Look at what you're doing.
Right.
No, police brutality is not the major problem with this Negro. If you look at the cases that these pro-black West Africa strategists always talk about, they always deal with the end result, which is either the cop shooting this Negro or they roughing him up. But when you look at all of the facts of the case, which you will like, dear God, dude, when an officer tells you, put your hand behind your back, you're under arrest, you don't slap his hands away and say, get your hands off me. What you
right.
do? Say, okay, we sorry for bothering you. No, Negro, and I've said this, Quaver said it, we all said it, this Negro does not know how to respect authority. He just doesn't know how to do it. And again, I can only reference it to the fact that this savage didn't have a father. He didn't learn to respect authority. You may not like anything that your father says, but you will respect him. And these savages haven't seen it. They argue just like women. They think they can argue in front of, this is what they think. No, if the officer told you you're under arrest, put your hand behind your back, dude. It's just that simple. Now, you go get arrested, you go before a judge, you get bail, you get you out, and you go to trial. But now he's dead. Why? Because he sat there and tried to argue and fuss with those cops. And, right or wrong, the fact of the matter is, once they tell you you're under arrest, you gotta comply, You gotta comply. If Michael Brown, when the cop tells this savage, look, get your ass out the street. Okay, get out the street. You're walking in the middle of the street. There's sidewalk, savage. Why are you walking in the middle of the street? This is for automobiles. This is for cars. Not for your black ass walking down the middle of the street. I mean, like a savage. And I ain't playing out with the fair balance. Huh? Oh, go ahead. Yeah. No, I'm gonna be fair and balanced. Dan Wilson probably said something smart to him, those ass out the street.
Yeah.
I'll give him that, but at the end of the day, you're walking in the middle of the street, brother. And if you just got off on the sidewalk, who knows what would happen? Now, according to the Negro, Darren Wilson came around the corner with his hands on his pistol and got out his car and started firing. That's what the Negro wants us to believe. But when you look at all the facts of everything that took place, it's not what's happening.
So, David, just to interject here, are you saying that Michael Brown didn't try to run away? Like do you think that maybe Michael Brown tried to engage the cop, but he ran away? Because there is a law in Missouri that says that you can shoot somebody while they're running away. But do you think that he was? Do you think Mike Brown ran away or no?
No. The guy's DNA was on his pistol. How did it get there? We know what happened. See, that's what kills it with black folks want to pretend like they don't know this Negro. Now, all we have to do is look at that clip of him in the store. We can see the guy is a bully. That's what he is. That's what he was. I mean, no gentle giant does what he did in that store. So, yeah, he sucker punched that cop. He tried to bully that cop and just so happened, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, that's what he does. When you look at that video clip in the store, when you look at the Negro, what they're going to say, and this is what they try to show. They show the video clip in slow motion and show the store clerk coming around the corner and say, well, look at that, there's money in his hand. I'm like, okay. So let me rewind this and see. If a guy Michael Brown's black ass hit that goddamn store, his hands were pretty much behind his back. Not one time did I see him reach over or in his pocket to get money. I didn't see Dorian Johnson hand him nothing. And at the time the store clerk came from around the corner to confront Michael Brown, they said that he had money in his hand. So who gave him the money? Because we know more certainly Michael Brown didn't give him no money. I seen Michael Brown reach over the counter, but not at one point in time I seen him go in his pocket or his wallet to pull out money or pull out any change. So it was like they used this excuse as a means to say, well, he paid the store clerk. No, he didn't. You didn't get Dorian Johnson to hand that store clerk any goddamn money. And then back to what you were saying about walking in the middle of the street. And it's like I've been saying about black men, since they don't have objective thinking, what they think is, hey, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to, and I'm just going to be a badass. I mean, I was taught a long time ago, if you get into a fight in unfamiliar territory, win, lose, or draw, you get the fuck out of there right away. You don't stick around, you don't hang out, you get up and leave. Because you never know what the outcome is going to be. But since black men don't have the objective thinking to realize, okay, I just robbed the store, the last thing I want to do is even get into a confrontation with the police officer. Because if you have objective thinking, even if the cop comes at you now, you're on a fucking sidewalk. Your objective is not to argue with him, it's not to get caught. That's your objective. So I'm not going to sit there and argue with you because I'm not risking getting caught. So whatever I can do to avoid your ass from even confronting me, and considering the fact that Dorian Johnson was one who already had run into the police officers,
right?
I always think black ass, man, listen. Get your black ass on the damn sidewalk. The car who was coming down the side before this car even approaches us, let's be on the damn sidewalk. But no, they didn't want to do that. So it's like, at what point can we conclude that Michael Brown or Dorian Johnson, for that matter, were being irrational and they were just, that it was just police brutality? Now, I don't know necessarily what took place with the cop and Dorian Johnson. And Michael Brown, but I know it's not a matter of he had his hands in the air because everything else is bumped back. The way his body was positioned on the ground, the bump that. And when I presented this in the video, hands up, don't shine, but the monkey came along and asked me, well, what do you mean by hands up, don't shine? What? That's what asking me the question. Because actually, I was going to say, well, so they could have tabled with the body, and they could have moved the hands. So I said, listen, monkey, so if that's the case, it's happening in the apartment building complex. So you mean to tell me none of these people in those apartment building complexes would have seen this cop Carroll with his hands, moving his hands to reposition him? If that's the case, please present the video. Because we know you savages like you report everything else.
Yeah, that's my issue. Like, why?
So you mean to tell me you wouldn't report the police officer moving the boy arms to reposition to make it fit a narrative that he didn't have his hand in it? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, what?
You know, and I've looked at this myself, and I've defended the Brown family to a point. But now that stuff has happened, it's like, I mean, and also, do both of you know who Ray Hagans is?
Yeah.
You know when Ray Hagans talked about this incident. Now, since he catered to women. Okay, he catered to everybody else in the black community. He's helped the black community. And now he's a bad man because he says this. Now he's bad because he used to be a former police officer. When there's a man named Irritated Genie who works for Homeland Security. Okay? But they trust him. But I mean, just over an opinion about Mike Brown. He didn't just say he deserved to get shot. He just said he fought the cop and stuff went down. So it's like, I don't believe he should have gotten killed per se. I think Darren Wilson should have had a manslaughter charge at least. But murder or first degree murder, even second degree, I don't think they would have been. I think manslaughter would have been enough.
The thing is, there's choices that you have to make in life. If you decide, or if you're dumb enough to decide that you're going to go ahead and take on a man who is licensed to carry a gun, not only licensed to carry, but licensed to kill your black ass if necessary, and you think for whatever reason it is wise for you to go ahead, you don't have a weapon on you, but you're going to go ahead and try to assault that man to prove how much of a badass you are. You know what, at that point in time, the gloves are off. If you're that damn stupid, you'll get stupid rewards in return, and that's exactly what happened. And what he's going to try to do is he's going to try to tie this and say, well, him stealing cigarillos shouldn't have equaled him getting killed. No, that's not the reason why he was killed. That's not the reason why he was even stopped in the first place. He was killed because he made a stupid ass fucking decision. No matter how clear you try to explain this to this monkey, no matter how you break it down in the simplest terms, this monkey still won't understand it. He won't grasp it. He'll call you a coon, a Tom, you're a son. The monkey, they couldn't believe it because when I initially made my video pertaining to the situation, I felt differently about it. But then furthermore, as I went ahead and sort of looked at it more and more, I said, okay, no, I gotta retract what I say because none of this shit that they're saying adds up. Oh, but you're a cool and you're being influenced by what? I'm being influenced by what's being presented to me. No one has any goddamn influence over it. That's what they're gonna go running out there. The savage, he wants to always have a narrative. It's so clear to see when you look at these savages that they only embrace certain narratives. And that's the one that paints them as a victim. That's the reason why they don't care nothing about what the science says and what the forensics shows. They have eyewitness testimony, both black and white. They don't care nothing about that because whatever was testified don't fit their narrative. They want to believe that Michael Brown had his hands up, surrendering, saying, don't shoot me, and that cop gunned him down anyway. That's what the liberal has to believe. And if you present anything that does not support that narrative, those savages are not going to pay attention to it. It's just not. I mean, you can take these savages and sit them down and have them review the same evidence that that grand jury reviewed. Talk to the same eyewitnesses. You can have them do that. And the Negro still won't believe it because the Negro has to believe that there is a conspiracy. Just like that
with
guy
everything.
Monkey, and I got to call him a monkey. That stupid monkey who shot the two cops. Now this savage is going to sit there and he's going to say, well, I wasn't shooting at the cops. I didn't try to kill the cops. I was trying to kill somebody else. Wait, when does that make sense? I mean, who said that but a Negro? And then you're going to have a black pastor who will come out and say, well, he was set up. The police party did that to themselves because this is a Negro. He has to have a conspiracy. He has to believe that he is a victim. He's being victimized. And if you try to snatch that victim card away from this savage, He's gonna call you a pug. He's gonna call you a black fool. He's gonna call you Uncle Tom and a sellout. That's what he's gonna get known for doing.
Yeah, but just to go deeper into this, I've said this to you on my last show when I had with both of you. I talked about the Huey P. Newton group, and I said they were trying to go against black-on-black violence and police brutality. And honestly, I think the only way so the cops, or what you say, the racist cops, don't have to come to communities is for black people to actually patrol their own communities like the Huey P. Newton group is doing, and going against cops who are corrupt. Because if the communities are pretty much safe, the police don't have to come, and if something happens, then that definitely, it can be an act of rape. But there's so much stuff going on in certain cities and everything like that, you can't ever tell. So that's my perspective on the Huey P. Newton group, and that's why I'm happy they're actually doing something about the problem and not on the victimization trip. So.
Yeah, but see, this video,
I'm sorry, Quasi?
Video that did, I said, we know what goes on in the black community. My most recent video that I uploaded, I'm just driving through Harlem. What you see are, I believe, these are 24-story project buildings. In the middle of this project, you have a cop watch tower and a fucking church. And then right across the street, you have a school. It's all in the video. And that's just the start. I mean, I took more footage, but I'm going to go ahead and review the footage that I did, because I'm going to get it a little differently. I'm going to actually step out the car and film it. But you have these churches that sit right across the street from project buildings, and you got cop watch towers right outside this shit. I mean, how does that work? What are the pastors doing? How do you have a school that sits in the midst of all this bullshit? You don't see these Negroes out there when it starts getting warmer, they're going to be wheeling on their bikes, riding around on their skateboards, causing trouble. The reason why they got those top watch towers there now is because they know that white people are coming there buying the place up, and they want to keep some savages under control. That's why the top watch towers sit right in the middle of the project, because they know if those monkeys get under control, that their neighborhood is going to, the value of it will depreciate once again. This is the neighborhood that blacks sit around saying, well, white people are coming and putting our black asses out. Well, at this point in time, I really can't even blame them, because if you had all these beautiful brownstones at your possession, and you didn't do what you had to do to get it together, and we also know it was also other black folks screwing black people who actually were landlords in Harlem, but that's a whole other story. But if they're that goddamn dumb, to turn that into crack neighborhoods, drug houses, and whorehouses, then you don't really, I can't get mad when someone else comes in here and kicks your black ass out. You see, that's what the Negro don't understand. He doesn't understand that that's where we're at with this fucking. I mean, that's where America is with him. This is the reason why they basically treat him the way that they do. I mean, look at this savage, man. Everywhere he is located. Look at what follows him. Why is that? You're not going to tell me that it's, he's pumping these drugs in me. I mean, no, stop. No, Negro. It's bad because you people use it, and you Negroes sell it to one another. But your pro-blacks back to Africa, red, black, and green savages won't say one word about that. One word about how these monkeys are terrorizing their own neighborhood. They're terrorizing their own neighborhood, man. You got an entire industry of rap music that glorifies black men killing black men. And I've seen videos on YouTube where these so-called conscious Negroes put the music for some of these degenerate rappers in their videos.
We're going to get into that in a minute, yeah.
How do you support this savage and call yourself pro-black when he's rapping about selling black people dope and killing black men?
But wait, David, I never got both of your opinions about the Huey P. Newton group. What do you think about what the Huey P. Newton group is doing in Texas, and do you think that can go nationwide?
I thought I just gave it to you.
Oh, you did already? No, I mean, you gave it to me on the show, but I wanted you to say on the... I never got Quasi.
I thought I just gave it to you. Listen, man. The just shot that homeless guy in California. I'm a black cop. I'm a white cop.
Right.
I mean, so the neighborhood saying, well, cops control. I mean, wait a minute. First, you telling me that black cops are all the time. Because that's what they say. Oh, when you put on that uniform, your color is blue, you in the king of blue. Okay, so God, you want him to be the only one to control it. I don't know any city where you have cooking black cops. Mm-hmm. Oh, you go, no. Listen, you have to understand that it goes much deeper than that. It goes much deeper until you can restructure this black family and do something with these young thugs, these young children. Until you rebuild that black family, no matter what you do, it's going to work.
Agreed a billion percent with that.
Yeah, you have to start off by the black man needs to be reconstructed. That's just first and foremost. And the first thing that has to be done is this black female has to be taken out of her position off of her throne. Because she's been sitting in the driver's seat and she's been steering this ship astray and she's been all over the place. This is exactly why black men display their dysfunctional behavior. I gotta also mention that video you did, I don't know, it was the Starbucks or whatever, and everyone else in there was being productive, they were on their tablets, drinking coffee, but yet the course you got the Negro. I couldn't stop laughing at that video because this is nothing that's not common. And I gave you some examples of how fucked up monkeys are. This is what, and the thing is, in my last video, I had a monkey. This guy seems to follow me everywhere I go on the comment thread. And he calls me a queen 666. I see you guys around, bitch mobile, scared of it with your windows rolled up and your doors locked. Hold on. First of all, Harlem is my stomping ground. So I ain't afraid of nothing in Harlem. But anytime I want to come out that motherfucker, I walk that motherfucker. As a matter of fact, this last yesterday's video on 415th Street. So when he says this shit, I'm going to tell you the reason why I keep my window rolled up. Because, what was it? Saturday, in New York City. Taking a drive, I think I was going to hotels or something like that. And I'm driving out, mind you, laying outside in the cold. And we're seeing homeless people from white to Hispanic to black. So I've seen them in all different races and colors. But the Afro-American monkey takes it to a whole other extent. You have people waiting at the red light signal. They got their windows rolled up, monkey. It's raining outside, it's freezing cold. They're not rolling their windows down. Only those black asses walking in the middle of the road, coming up to people with their windows rolled up, asking for change. They have fresh Jordans on. And they're expensive leather coat for that $2 so you can get your black ass up here. What? Monkey, are you scared? Damn.
Wow.
I'll give you another example. So a couple of years ago, I'm down in 45th Street, over here in Dallas, downtown Manhattan. Nothing but a business district. So you see skyscrapers and big office buildings. That's all that's down there. Cabs and buses. And all you see are people going to work, coming to work, hailing cabs. Business suits on. You got white men down there, Asian, some black. This is what you got going on down there. So in the midst of all these men running around trying to conduct business to get to their jobs, hailing cabs and whatnot, somewhere in the midst of all this comes the Afro-American monkey. 6'4", dirtiest motherfucker. You stink, nasty as fuck, and you randomly walking up on people asking for change. You ain't even saying that. You just coming up. And then your black ass wonders why the cops show up and shoot your stupid ass on sight because you're a fucking savage. Now I've seen plenty of white people that were homeless. And they may leave a little sign and say, hey, I'm homeless, can you please help me out? They don't care for your fucking face. It's only the Afro-American monkey that wants to get in your goddamn face. You go into the goddamn store, this black ass will follow you in that damn store. Damn.
I have experienced that to a point, though.
Asking you to spare his black ass and change, we can get his black ass up here. Monkey, are you fucking serious? If you don't get the fuck away from me right now, we have a problem. But this only happens with Afro-American Negroes. They want to get in your face, and then they want to get mad at you when you decide you ain't going to give a shit. Damn. if you go to a Popeye, Harlem, or a KFC, for anyone in the fast food restaurants in Harlem, what you're going to find when you're coming in that store, you're going to find the savage standing at the doorway, opening the door, hoping it's going to spare change when you go inside. Damn. And then he'll take a step. See, you know what? That store is all right.
Go ahead, David.
I'm just saying that. See, that's what lets you know that's where this nigga is, man. I mean, because I can understand if you fall on hard times. I got that. I understand that. But at some point, you got to have something within yourself. Say, listen, I'm not going that route. I'm not begging for no change. You know, you're not crippled. You're able-bodied. You can get you a hustle, man. I mean, change, dude. I'm talking about rusty. And I know, I think I said this on my video when I was really doing some Negro. Is when I went into a dollar store. And it was one of those Negroes, and I kept begging for change. You know, when I was going in the store, a female dropped her mate out there. I guess it was her daughter. She looked like she was maybe 11 or 12. No older than 12. She goes in the store. Now, just so happens I'm standing in line. She's standing in line behind me. So when I leave, the Negro asked me, do I have any change? Well, I know him. I mean, I'm praying I don't hear him. So I'm still walking. And then a young girl comes out. This is a rusty-ass, grown Negro. And that Negro stopped to ask that 12-year-old, 11, 12-year-old
For change.
Do you have some change? I stopped and I turned around and I looked. And I mean, I just said, man, that's what black men are. I mean, no, are you serious? I mean, you're a rusty-ass, grown Negro. And you're asking a child for change?
You know, that's why I don't give people money anymore. I can either buy them food or do something, but if they keep asking me, I just don't do it. But I had somebody, and I live in Atlanta. I had somebody ask me if I can go to the ATM machine and get them some money.
What?
You heard me.
Like I said, he feels entitled to your black ass, and he will come to you, and when you tell him I ain't got no money because he's trying to be nice and brush his ass off, he gonna ask you, well, why don't you go to the man, I will fuck you up if you don't get the hell away from me. And this is another example of how fucked up these Negroes are. This is earlier today. I'm getting lunch. I'm on lunch break. I'm going to some spot. He picked me up some food now. Here you have the Afro-American symbol. Looking in the store, and the whole time she's looking at me. And I got not one time to her name. She walked up in that store and asked me if she could give me $2 so I could get something to eat. I said, no, get the hell away from me. So now the bimbo is in here, and she's looking through the dishes, the glass. And the guy asked her, what would you like? And she said, I'm just taking a look. Now I'm thinking to myself, well, first of all, your black ass shouldn't even set foot in here. Because if you're thinking that $2 is going to get you something up out of this spot, you're dead wrong. $2 ain't going to get you shit here. Get you a ginger ale, have a coke and a spoon, get the fuck out. But if people come in there thinking that she's going to get $2 out of me, expecting me to give her $2 so she can get her some black ass something to eat. This is what we're dealing with when it comes down to black people. I think I want even better. If you out of the New York City subway, like I said, you're going to have homeless people that are going to come in there, they're going to ask to change, white, black, whatever. But I've only seen this with black and Hispanic men, and predominantly black men, where these monkeys will come on a crowded subway train. The train is crowded, people can't even sit down, it's so damn crowded. And this monkey will literally come on the train with his boombox and start breakdancing in the train looking to get money. This is what he does, a crowded fucking train damn near kicking people in the face, swinging around from the bar like the goddamn pig that he is. And if he's wearing wide, people look at him as a savage. Here's an open train, swinging around from the bar like a fucking gorilla.
Woo, boy, you going ham, bro.
Where the fuck did that work? Because your stupid black ass won't go get you a fucking job, but yet you got the latest Air Jordans on your damn feet. How the fuck does this work?
I wonder that too, because I see some of these same people complaining about wealth, but they have $200, $300 shoes.
Well, they animals. But you know what? Here's the thing That ties into what you originally asked when you said about the police brutality. You see, we're not saying that you don't have racist cops. We know you do.
Exactly, exactly.
Why do we know that there are racist cops? Because we know that there are races in America. Cops are made up from American society, so you have to prove that you got some racist. You're gays in American society, you got some gay cops. I mean, it's just the way it goes. I mean, it's a no-brainer. But the thing that the Negroes don't understand is why is it that these cops know you by first name? Why do they know you by first name, Negro? I mean, how do you gonna know me unless he grew up with me or he know one of my brothers or something? He is not gonna know my name until he looks at my ID.
ID.
Why is it that this cop can walk up to you and ask you, hey, Bubba, what you doing? What is doing? Somebody snapped you to where his first what was Bubba at? And he's looking at Bubba because he knows Bubba. So Bubba's on his radar. They know this shine. And this shine is always having some kind of police contact. Now you got this guy here, Gunner right there, and his wife said on the news program, I told him they was watching him sell a little single cigarette. They used to pick with us. They would call him the cigarette man and call me the cigarette man's wife. They knew what this was.
And she also called him lazy as well, which was disrespectful.
Well, I didn't want to get into that, but she called him a lazy boss. But I mean, so dude, they know you. I mean, why are you always having police contact, altercations with the cops? You know something? Somebody told me that the reason why those cops decided to make that takedown on his black ass the way they did was because he had got into a argument or some type of verbal altercation with that black sergeant, that black female sergeant that was in the whole damn time. I don't know how true this is. But he told me that he had gotten with an altercation with her, and that's when those cops intervened and decided to take his black ass down. Now, if that's the case, then that already explains why he's dead to this day. That's right there. You got to an altercation with this black female, and she's a cop. Oh, no.
Yeah.
You cannot get to it with this bimbo. This bimbo will have, you get into it with her, she put a hound dog on your black ass, and your black ass down. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. It's like, and you have certain parts of the country, if you're traveling, you already know these cops will stop you. I mean, you got to drive under the speed limit. Don't even go the speed limit. Go under. In certain parts of the country, when you drive through there, you travel, you know this. People know this. So if you know that this is an area of the country where they will pull you over in a check, why are you going through there fine? You pass them when you do the for. But everybody knows we pull cars over for speeding. But this is well known. It's not a secret. So now why are you flying, nigga, with tinted windows? You just make yourself you just stick out like a sore dog.
Well, I mean, the only reason I would have you said tinted windows?
I mean, not tinted. There's nothing wrong with tinted windows.
Okay.
Windows to the point where they have to stop and make sure that they're legal.
Okay, because I want to use them so people won't take anything from my car, because when you see my windows, you can see everything in it. That's the only reason why I would do it. But I didn't know, like, basically, if you have tinted windows, they can stop you for that to check if it's legal.
Range or whatever it is, you can't have it too dark, or they can pull you over for that alone.
Okay, got you. Thank you for saying that, David and Equation.
Listen, I had an officer who told me he was coming in, well, actually, he's the sheriff. He comes in a cigar shop, and we sit around and we talk. And he made a statement: if a cop is going to stop you, he's going to stop you. He'll find a reason to stop you. He'll tell you was let him stop. Now, you know you did. Well, how can you prove it? How can you prove it wrong? Well, I done stopped you, now give me your ID. I mean, he's going to stop you. He's going to find a reason to stop you. So what I'm saying is, why does the Negro, it's loud music. You know they are noise ordinances, Negro. Why are you running around with
Yeah, I heard that a lot.
concerned, he don't have a driver's license. He ain't gonna want to eat. It's this Negro. I'm telling you, it's this Negro. Makes himself obvious, even though despite the fact that he already knows everything is against black ass. You drive it around in suburban communities with music blast. And of course, the people that live there gonna call the cops for stupid black ass in a second. You drive it as fast as you can. You ain't making no. You're doing all kinds of illegal shit. Like, come on, dude. You drive it fast at the speed limit, trying to show off. But that's the problem, black man. And like a couple of months ago, I was at my dealership. I went to my car dealership. I took it in to get service. I think I went to get an oil change. And as I'm talking to the guy who was assisting me, of course you have the Afro-American monkey. Now we're inside of a garage. So here's your car, and the first thing you black ass does is turn your amp, your stereo system up, and as loud as you can. The problem is to do that work, they had to tell your stupid black ass, turn that fucking shit off. You fucking savage. You can't even come into a fucking goddamn business and conduct yourself like a civil fucking human being. If I was a cop, I'd be pulling these fuckers over every chance I get as well. They wouldn't like me if I was a cop, because I'd stop me every chance I get.
Wow, Quasi, tough language though.
First of all, you know you're getting pulled over or you're getting stopped out in the middle of the street because you got your pants sagging, you fit the description of some drug dealer. So your stupid black ass comes outside the next day looking the same fucking way, your pants sagging, standing on the same fucking street corner, and the cops just previously picked your black ass up for 2 days prior to this. And your stupid ass is back out here again, looking the same way. Drugs in your pocket. So what are you doing, man? What are you doing? I get your monkey ass. This is how you look at these niggas are. I see this every fucking day. In the middle of summer. Now, you know you a hot target, and your stupid black ass is out here in the middle of summer, opening up fire hydrants, having your cookouts. You know they're watching your stupid ass. You know this. Yes. But if you don't back out there every same shit, monkey, what the fuck is wrong with you? There's only one wrong for your black ass. That's the local suit.
Harsh language from a Quasi. Harsh language from David, everybody.
I got to say this. You would say, as much as these savages talk about racism, talk about institutionalized racism, the ongoing legacy of slavery, so if these Negroes would be able to maneuver themselves around this shit, then you would think that they would already know. So all cops are racist and they're looking to stop me, then you know what? I'm not going to look like what they're trying to target. You would think that the Negro would look at that and understand this. It's something they talk about this shit. But no, what do? They go over stereotypes. That's what they do. I will make it easier for you. If we know that people dressed up in all red are looked at as targets, the cops are going to stop these people. It is a negative stereotype. This monkey will have no problem. He will go out and put on red every chance he gets. If he knows walking around wearing red in certain communities can lead to certain bad things happening, this monkey will go and put on red and go right to the goddamn community, walk dancing, blasting his music, and doing every fucking thing he can do to find attention. Because this is how fucked up he is. Yes, fucking stupid. He can't help goddamn think. And listen, I'll tell you something now. I drive a nice car. I've only been pulled over one time. I had my driver's license since 2013. I got the car late 2013. Only one time I've been pulled over. I have not been pulled over since. And it wasn't for speeding or whatever the cops do when you turn and change lanes. Well, I'll say, okay, officer, write them out my summons, and I'll go and fight in court. And that was it. Have a nice night, sir. That's it. Only one time. And most people will, you drive a Chrysler 300, you drive something that's pretty new, the cops might stop you pretty consistent. No, I've only been stopped one time. Because I'm not out here doing a bunch of dumb shit, looking for attention, blasting music, my windows rolled down or getting air systems put in my fucking trunk and sitting in the community blasting my damn music. Oh, what the fuck am I doing that for? But that's what the monkey does.
Yo, but a Quasi, even though you say all this, you legitimately want to see black people help. Don't you work for a black man right now? Yeah, the boiler company, right?
I work as a superintendent.
Okay.
I deal with a couple of buildings. So that's one of my. But generally speaking, I want to see the savage do well. But I can say what I want, but the savage himself has to want to do well. If you continue to still go outside and you can make yourself look like a dysfunctional, I mean, first of all, I'll tell you like this to most. To anybody who goes out here, people of all races commit crimes. The black men do the dumbest of crimes and then they wonder why they're caught. If you're selling drugs in the middle of the street, then you would think common sense will tell you, let me not have my pants sagging in case I gotta get up and run. Some police or whoever might be trying to come over and take over my spot. And this is a simple business strategy. If you're selling drugs and this is how you're gonna make money, the simple your stupid black ass wasn't doing it right across the street from the home that you live in, you and your family, huh? You were thinking that you wouldn't do this out of the apartment that you and your family live in because you don't want people to know where the fuck you live. You would figure you would not make yourself look obvious. Whatever money you bring in, you keep that shit on the hush hush and save it that way so you can afford to pay. The fuck he's running around out here, the first chance he gets. Rolling money, spending $3 grand in a night at a fucking club. But yet his black ass is living with his moms. He's driving around in your woman's car with a baby seat in the back and all your boys riding on that fucking car. What the fuck is this, man? Are you serious? And then people will come to me and tell me, this guy's a baller. No, he's not a fucking baller. He's been living with his mom for the past 10 fucking years. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all a story. I have a conclave with these savages that live right in the next building from me. And the way these buildings are set up, there's an alleyway in between two buildings, the two different buildings. Every summer, or once every couple of months, or usually once or a few times out of the month, I'm going to hear an argument coming from these two departments. And now you have these guys that sell drugs, and they get arrested for the same stupid shit. But if I'm listening to the conversation, you with your mama, and your mama is arguing with your black ass, telling you, your black ass did not clean the shit out of the toilet. Damn. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? Damn. You didn't clean the shit out of the toilet.
Wow.
I'm like, no, you've been here for 10 fucking years. And I got people telling me that you can bars blowing $2 or $3 grand in one night on drinks alone and your people. So if you got all this fucking money, then why the fuck did you live with your mom? Why the fuck do I see you coming outside getting in your girlfriend's car? She got a baby seat in the back and you and your boys riding out of that goddamn car. Why don't you got your own shit, monkey? I'm like, how the fuck you call this guy? Mom's a damn. Clean this shit out fucking toilet in front of you and your boy. And I can hear all y'all go, you know what, brother? I'm gonna tell you something, brother. This is what I realized, man. And this is why I keep my association with black men very small. It's a very small circle of guys that I deal with. I do not fuck with these black men. And see, I hate to say that because when I look at these brothers, I sort of understand why some of these things, some of these sisters are saying, this is what you have to take from. And I'm not talking about young guys. I'm talking about, 30, 40, 50-year-old black men. And you look at the shit that they know. It's like, man, what the? I mean, God damn. I mean, it's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment, man. I mean, you got this one line. I'm not going to mention his name, but y'all, when I say it, y'all going to know what I'm talking about. Crazy, I'll talk to you about it. Now, if you go in a restaurant, and you sit at a dinner table, or you sit at a table, and there's a table family there, a father, a mother, and there's little children. The little kids who maybe 4 or 5-year-old, they're eating and they're talking. And the mother or father don't tell that child, just don't talk with your mouth full. Chew your food and then swallow, then talk. That's what that parents will tell that child. You got a grown ass, rusty grown monkey sitting on YouTube video, eating, smacking in the. Is this that? I mean, in the middle of the. This monkey doesn't get it. He's sitting there eating food, chopping and smacking. I mean, I look at this fucking. I'm like, dude. You're damn near 40 years old, man.
Why are you doing this? Why? Yo, but This is a good conversation, but I just gotta get two more topics in because I gotta talk about these because it's been on my mind. But like I said earlier, man, like okay, like in this Mississippi thing with this man getting hung, like I mean, it's bad. There have been cases of black men getting hung, but again, I don't feel like there's hundreds or even thousands of black men getting hung from trees. What's your opinion about this black man that got found getting hung in Mississippi? Both of y'all.
I'm gonna say something, and this is gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, brother. But this is where I'm at on it. When they catch whoever hung you, I'm willing to bet they're not white.
We'll disagree, but okay.
I'm willing to bet they're not white.
All right.
I'm willing to bet that when they catch whoever it is that hung that brother, and you know, I'm looking at it because they don't have really much to just say. I mean, he gave his age, they found him hanging. I guess it was behind where he lived or something, where he lived or whatever.
Yes.
I'm telling you, man, it's not going to surprise me. It's not going to surprise you. If when they find and catch who hung him, they're not white. It's not going to surprise me.
All right. Well,
I could be wrong.
All right.
I could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
Well, we'll disagree on this one because there was an incident 4 years ago where a white boy ran over a black man in Jackson, Mississippi, and they said I ran that nigger over. So I'm not saying that that does what you're saying doesn't happen, but I'm just saying there are a lot of cases where you have black men either dating white women or if they're just out there that have been lynched. But again, I'm not gonna believe the narrative that you know that.
What I'm saying is, I know that it happened. What I'm saying in this case here, and the only reason why I'm saying in this case here, I mean, they haven't given us much more. I mean, they haven't said, from what I've read, I mean, it's a black man hanging in a tree. All I'm saying is, it's not going to surprise me if the person that hung him in that tree is not white. That's not going to surprise me.
Okay.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I'm just saying, because I know this Negro. I'm telling you, I know this Negro. And that's how fucked up he is.
And plus I'm trying to. Yeah, and plus I drove through there before in that area in Mississippi, and I never really felt anything. I'm trying to actually move there because it's actually cheaper and go to college. I'm not gonna say which college or which place I'm moving to, but this is what I'm trying to do. So I mean, this is not scaring me at all. But I'm just getting tired of the narrative of people saying this when the most segregated area in the country is places like New York, Michigan, your area, Ohio. So
Oh yeah, I expect the expect. Wait, now the first time I'm hearing about this is when you brought up the earlier stage, Jack. This is the first time I'm actually hearing about this.
Okay.
I haven't seen anything. I mean, I've been looking. I'm waiting to see. And I'm looking around, and I'm looking online. I'm trying to find out, did he say anything? I mean, got any evidence? Yada, yada, yada. It's just a funny feeling that I have, and it's not going to surprise me. When they catch the person that did that, that's a big wrong.
Okay.
And see, this is what will really be interesting. This is what will really be interesting because now, when it's your co-black confession, you're not going to have any of them declaring blades on this shit. Speaking of that, brother, I see this, brother. You see, this is a little off topic, but I got to throw this in there because you brought up Blade. This Negro, he declares war on Creflo Dollar. And then I get all these emails from people asking me, are you going to talk about listen, folks. No, I am not going to talk about Creflo Dollar. That ain't no news to me. Of course, he's going to ask his congregation to buy him another.
Because they're sheeple.
You know what? He's going to get it.
He's gonna get it.
That's how stupid they are. That's how stupid and dysfunctional Savage is. Even though they know they're getting pepped and exploited, they're going to go ahead and give him $350 fees so he can get that top jet that he wants. Yeah.
When Umar Johnson raised.
He's going to get it. I think he had one. I think it was he got back in the 90s because he's in Atlanta and he would fly to New York because he had services at Madison Square Garden. So he's had a plane. That's why I'm like, I can understand if it was his first plane. Okay, maybe that's new. But no, he didn't have one since the 90s. He ain't going to get another one.
You know, it's amazing that Umar Johnson only raised $200,000 out of the $5 million he tried to raise for a school, but this man is raising $65 million. But people seem to trust more on Creflo Dollar than Umar Johnson. That really, you know, it's stupid.
You got to say that right. You got to say that right. It's not. People can trust more Creflo than Umar. It's black women can trust more than Creflo.
Oh Lord, David, you're gonna ruffle some feathers.
And this is the reason why I said all these people going out of this generation with their stupidness, they're fucking dumb. How the fuck do you call yourself a strong, independent black bimbo, but yet you giving it tape on money so it's not person of the private church? Now we know they going to have to hold up in there for that record. You know what is going on? There ain't no goddamn. And this ain't going to go as soft and weak as they are and allow this shit to go on. Listen, man. Listen. What's his name? Jerry Frazier. He hits me up with information so often. Sometimes it gets annoying, but my phone is constantly blowing up with his information. He sends me a clip of this, black woman who was I don't know if she was a preacher or something for this church. She had a YouTube channel. And she was preaching about the gospel with her nipples showing. Yeah, I say that. Everyone was
wow.
I said, well, I've seen this over a year ago. This don't surprise me. But then what I want you to look at, there was another video that she did. And, of course, she had soft, weak, simp-ass, spineless, lame-ass Negro sitting right beside her. Supposedly was her husband. While she's sitting here making videos with her titties out. And your stupid black ass is sitting here watching her do what she's doing. You ain't tell me if you're comfortable with this shit she's doing right now, you mean to tell me that you want to sit back and be comfortable? I mean, if that pastor would go in there and squeezing them big old fucking titties or put them nipples out, shake them in front of your face. I mean, what would you say about this? If that pastor told you, listen, I'm going to your wife with me, and we're going to go in my automobile and get in my private jet and go to the Bahamas real quickly, I mean, what would he say about that? Oh, these blacks are so goddamn weak, they would sit back and they would allow this shit to go on. Yeah. Because they fucking spineless. Man, they ain't got to sit a fucking ball. They will sit back and allow any goddamn body coming in their community, allow this pastor to fuck your female. So you know this is going on, but you're bringing her back to that chamber after service. Your stupid black ass is going home thinking everything's okay. She's coming home with a mouthful of dick breath, kissing your black ass in the lips.
Ooh, Lord. Yo, Quasi, I want to get one more topic in. This is the last thing. You want to say anything else, David, before I go to the last thing? Okay. So I was listening to Professor Griff today, and I normally listen to him because I like what he says, about the Zionist media, certain things. And what he was talking about was that it's stupid to think that black-on-black crime is a problem or issue, or that we kill each other more than white people, because there's King Leopard, there's biochemical warfare, there are Native Americans. But the thing that I keep alluding to is that, I'm going to say it's a pretty hefty amount. It's pretty getting there to how white people used to kill us. But if your army and your people are going after each other, beefing with each other. We're not even talking about regular black people. You can go talk about the conscious community or other conscious black people who have existed over time, who have existed since the 20s and 30s. The Talented Temp versus Doing for Self, Booker T. Washington. So my thing is, what do you think of Professor Chris Thomas saying that talking about black on black crime is stupid, and that it's taught to us, violence is taught to us, and that it's not a problem. We shouldn't talk about it, and just talk about white supremacy. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, again, it's like I said, if it don't fit the narrative, see, most of your pro-blacks, your conscious Negroes, they don't like discussing black on black crime. They certainly will not touch abortion. That's a crime. That's murder.
Thank you.
You won't find these Negroes addressing that. Why? It's because it doesn't fit the narrative. And the narrative is that this evil white man is oppressing us. And if anything subtracts from that, they don't want to deal with it. If one black man kills one black, go ahead. Go ahead. They're going to talk about white on white crime, and white people kill each other more than black people commit murders in this country. What I find is so ironic about that is you're always looking to compare yourself with white people. You are not on their level. How the fuck do you talk about what your boss is doing when he makes a completely different paycheck than your stupid ass does? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. But the Negro somehow, he's going to sit back and say this shit. So you mean to tell me, okay, well, the white man, he kills white people just once or more than we kill each other. But at the end of the day, the difference between them and you is your stupid black ass is saying that they're oppressed. It's not the other way around. They're not saying, well, it's black oppression and the ongoing legacy of black supremacy and what. No, that's your black ass saying this shit. So how do you now compare yourself to what they do? And if you add that up according to the numbers and the ratio, it don't add up. But this is what the monkey won't figure out. You're at a 12% percentage rate in this country, and they're at a 75% rate. But yet you killed, 100 people less than what they killed last year. How does that fucking add up? You're neck and neck with these people.
That's my issue, and people keep saying that doesn't matter, what you just said, but that matters.
Yes, it matters. It does matter. And here's the thing. That, this is savage again, because he will compare himself to white folks on dysfunctional behavior. So he'll say like well, white people kill white people. So I guess that justifies white people killing black people. But then let's flip that. Because white people also attend school board. They also sit on school board. They also attend they also shop at white-owned stores. They also support their local block watches. I mean, we can hold on down to this. Why do you Negroes always sit back and compare yourselves to white folks on dysfunctional shit? No matter what you tell this family back, these Negroes will sit back and say, well, white people do it too. Why don't you hate white people? So why are you comparing yourself to them? It don't make sense. What this puppy, man? A white person jumped off a bridge. Well, your monkey ass follow him and jump off that bridge. I mean, it's like a Jew saying, well, I can't do it too. Wait. It don't make no sense for you to sit here and continually use white dysfunctional behavior as a justification for your dysfunctional behavior. That don't make no sense.
Or to say that you learned the dysfunctional behavior from whites, that you do it too.
What you say?
Or to say that you learned your dysfunctional behavior from whites, so therefore you do it too, and now we learn the violence, we learn how to be violent from you, we learn how to do all this stuff from you. You don't have to do it. That's all I'm saying.
I'll tell you, man, listen. When you start with having objective thinking, I mean, there was a video clip I looked at a while ago, and you had this savage, I forgot where it was, I think it was somewhere down south, arguing with his girlfriend, supposedly, in front of a church. The cop gets called to the scene, and he has a shoulder cam on. So they got them wearing these cameras now. So the cop approaches this monkey and asks him, listen, monkey, do you have any weapons on you that can hurt me or whatever? He's like, no. He's like, all right, why are you acting nervous? Well, calm down, relax, take it easy. So the monkey decides to take a swing at the cop and then runs for it. I don't know if y'all seen the video. And then the monkey's running, I guess he dropped his gun because his black ass had his pants sagging. And as he goes to pick up the gun, I don't know whether he picked it up and pointed it at the cop, but the cop lit his black ass up. Right there in the scene, killed him right on the spot.
Wow.
So there's a couple wrong with it. So the pro black's going to sit there and say, well, you know, that cop was a racist and he shot his black ass because he's black and the cop is white. Well, first of all, once again, subjective thinking lets you know that if you're carrying a gun on you, we know you're not licensed to carry the gun. You know you're not licensed to carry the gun. You would figure the one thing you would want to remain is not a sight of police officers. So the last place you figure you would be in a public area arguing with your girlfriend. Now that you're arguing with your girlfriend and the cop shows up, I mean, you got your pants sagging and you got a gun on you. So how do you run now? And of course the gun, like I said, it's kind of productive because the gun fell out or for the fact that he has pants sagging pants alone. And when you go to pick that shit up, the cop lights your stupid black ass up.
Wait, but did he punch the cop or the girl?
Did you say that again?
Did he punch the cop or the girl?
He took a swing at the cop.
Okay.
So the cop was patting him down. He knew he had that gun on him. The cop saw him acting nervous. Calm down. Why are you acting nervous? And the guy, I guess, I don't know if he tried to push him or whether he tried to elbow him and make a run for it. And as he started running, you know, he runs into a plain road. And as he's running, his gun falls out. He goes to pick it up, and that cop lit his black ass up. There was also another video where, and this happened sometime late last year, and there was a black cop that lit this guy up. You had 20 Negroes driving around in a car late at night. Now, the cop, they ran a stop sign, so the cop's car pulled them over. They have a white officer and a black officer. So it starts off as a normal conversation, you know, you ran the sign, we need to see some ID. So as he goes to get ID, somehow a gun ends up. Now, I don't know whether the monkey dug inside the glove compartment. The cop didn't get to reach in, but I don't know what the case is, that shit or whatever the case. The cop seen the gun and told him, get your hands in the fucking air. Don't you fucking move. I will kill your black ass.
I saw that, yeah. That happened in New Jersey, right?
Don't you fucking move. What happened?
That happened in New Jersey, right?
I think so. The cop said, don't you fucking move. Don't you fucking move. I'll shoot your black ass. And the guy, the Negro gets out of the car and he lit his black ass up. Now, when I first seen it, I said, damn, this is kind of harsh and brutal. But I'm thinking to myself, I'm thinking like, hold on a second. If the cop asks you for ID, and let's just say you had a gun in that car, I mean, was the gun in your pocket? Because I believe the gun was found inside of the bed in the glove compartment. So why the fuck was you in the glove compartment if the cop only asked you for ID? Knowing that you're carrying a gun on you. Well, once again, it shows you that this Negro cannot think. And he's saying that in your fucking glove compartment for ID, monkey. How does that make sense? You know you got a gun in there. There's a cop standing right outside your window. Your black ass is riding around with a gun. You ain't got a license for it. You ain't got permits. We know you ain't going in the white community. Shoot them motherfuckers. I know you only running around the black community looking to kill the black man behind this shit. When the cop comes and see and shoot your monkey ass up, now all of a sudden we're supposed to feel sorry. But why didn't you all sorry? What is happening to us? Because you're a monkey. This is why I'm not going to stop. Here's the thing, man. I'm sure it's an animal. Organic shit.
Go ahead, David.
Here's the thing, brother, that these Negroes seem to forget when they deal with these cops. I mean, it's all the time. It's just like what Denzel said in training. Look, I'm going home, man. If it's me or you, it's going to be you. You know, I'm going home at the end of the day. So if I see a gun right now, it's on. Now, that's the reason why when you have a concealed permit to carry a weapon, if you get stopped by a cop, that's the first thing you tell them. I have a loaded weapon on me and I have a permit. To let him know up front, it's on me. I said, it's on me and it's loaded. If you want it, you get it. It's wherever you got it at, that's where it is. You know, that's what you're instructed to tell that officer that first. mean, if I'm stopping you and I'm seeing weapons, man, that's all. Look, I'm going home. I don't know what you got. I don't know if you just killed 6 people around the corner. I don't know you, nigga, until I see my ID and run a check on you. You got a load of weapon on you, I'm pulling mine out. It's on. Don't move your hands, I'm going to light your ass up. White, black, green, purple, yellow.
You're exactly right.
It is what it is. So, he told us, Boogie, but like I said, it boils back down to the beginning. Why were you in the glove compartment if he only asked you for ID? It's because we know that Ape was not riding. He didn't have no permit with open steel. We know that's not the case. We know that's not the case. But the guy had a risk of shooting at police officers. So y'all think you're carrying a concealed weapon? We're over. Yeah. So now we can conclude that this is a legal weapon. Why were you in the glove compartment? What was you doing in there? Grab your ID. You should be reaching in your right pocket like I came out while that and just showing your fucking ID.
Y'all going ham tonight.
You learn that, man. I mean, you get discipline and you learn that you respect authority. Respecting authority doesn't necessarily mean that you like it. No, I will just respect it. You're an authority. Okay, we gave you the right to carry a weapon in public. You can walk around with it. You got strapped to your damn side. That's the luxury of being a cop. So therefore, he has some authority. So if he tells you, look, give me some ID, give it to him. Go on about your business. When he's done, if he's run a check on you, you don't have any warrant, or if you want to arrest me, no, okay, can I have my ID and let me go on about my business?
Now, right. I agree if you don't argue, but there's situations to where, and this is what one of my friends have taught me, was that there are cases where cops have asked people to, do weird stuff or walk in the woods or do something, or either follow them into the woods, follow them while they're driving or whatever, So the only thing I'll say, and when it's an extreme case, you by any means necessary, you have to defend yourself. That's what I say. But I'm sorry? No. This does happen to people of all races. I mean, it just so happened to happen to a black man in South Carolina. I heard a case about that years ago. But I mean, like I said, this is not every single little case. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying if it's an extreme case, then
If it's an extreme case, I'm driving to the police department. I'll stop there. I'll get out. You do what you got to do.
Okay. All right.
But I'm not standing here arguing. I'm not standing here arguing with you. I'm not standing here trying to fuss with you. I'm not doing that shit. Fuck that. I ain't got excuse me, officer. I'm not really sure what my rights are, so I need to speak to an attorney. That ends all conversations. You can't ask you shit after that.
All right.
If you tell him I want to talk to if you're arresting me, I'm not sure of my rights. I would like to speak to an attorney. He can't ask you nothing else after he put the handcuffs on me and put me in the court. I'll go sit in a holding cell. When I get my phone call, I get bonded out here.
Okay.
I'm not sitting here arguing with you. I'm not sitting here carrying on no conversation with you where you can say something smart and I'll say something smart back to you and it escalates from there. Fuck that shit. I'm not sure of my rights. Speak to an attorney. That's how we're going to get all of this shit. You got my ID. You know who I am. I'm not wanted by anybody. Let me talk to an attorney from this point on. Sorry.
All right. What do you think about what I said, Equazi?
Well, as far as if a cop tells you to fall over to a woods, then you can drive to the nearest creek and you don't stop until you get there.
Okay.
Fuck that shit. If you're in a situation where you got to defend yourself and the cop, you pretty much know he's not stopping you for any legitimate reason, trying to take your life, then it is what it is. I mean, you can
yes.
You can take your car and keep moving, and that's what you do. You want to make sure you're at least in a public area in case he tries anything funny. Now, that means put eyes on him. So that's one thing you want to make sure that you do. Yeah, but you know what? Let's make it up. Yeah, but I mean, how does that happen? How often does that happen? I mean, give me some.
I'm not saying it happens often. I'm just saying in those special cases. Those special cases. In rural areas.
I mean, what would be the logic in an officer asking you to follow me in the woods?
I mean, the logic is, you have cops who tell girls to give them blowjobs, okay, or bang them. So I mean,
I'll give you an example. There was one time I was in a part-time cookout, and sometimes they will do stupid ass shit. This was like back in 2010. And one cop is driving through that. I think it was one of them days, Labor Day, Memorial Day, shit like that. And the cop he stopped his car and rolled his windows down. He's like, come here. Like, for no. What you want? Come here. I told him, no, I'm coming to you. So he just eventually drove off, but every now and then you get a few of them that just want to fuck with you for no apparent reason. Whether it be to play drugs or whatever the case is. Usually that's the first time I've ever had a situation like that. But, whether it happens often or not, in those situations I just stay away from.
All right.
But every now and then you will get them trying to fuck with you, trying to be a dickhead, trying to do some stupid shit just to try to take it there because they feel they can. A lot of cops are bona fide bitches. I know people who personally who are cops, they'll tell you that a lot of the motherfuckers, they really are bona fide bitches. They'll get the bag and a gun, right? It makes them feel some kind of authority. So this is why they want the people
right.
or whatever it is. Me personally, I just avoid conversation with them. That's what I'm saying. I know some of them that are nice. I'll be cool with them or whatever the case. I think you get more of them on your side. That way they get some CDA cards. You got some of them that stick up for you, whatever. I got cousins who are cops. I mean, anytime I got in a situation, I can call them up and that's it. But see, that's why I say my thing is it's simply this. If you have my ID, you know who I am. Don't ask me anything else. Where you going? That's not important. You got my ID. Run a check on me. When you come back and find out I don't have any more, then my next question is, are you arrested? And if he want to continue asking a question, then hey, look, officer, I'm not sure of my rights. I need to speak to my attorney. At that point, he can't ask you shit else. Either he's going to arrest you, or he's going to give you back your ID and let you go about your business. I'm not saying they talk to you. Okay.
Agreed.
More than likely, you're going to get your ID and tell you to go on about your business. I need to see the attorney. Yeah, he's right. He's going to his eyes. So you have an idea. You have an idea. Because I've had them stop me before. Where you going? That's not important. I don't know. Did I commit a crime? That's the first thing. He asked me where am I going. Did I commit a crime? Am I being accused of anything? What am I being said? That's as far as that's going to go. It happened to me, what was it? Last year over back in the beginning of winter. It was me and two of my friends. It was me and another black man and a Hispanic man. And as we were walking, we were down on the lower east side of Manhattan. And this black man just pulls up out of nowhere and these cops come out. And the first one they approached was the Hispanic man. So this wasn't a matter of easy. He could pass for white Hispanic or Hispanic. Or even white. The first person they approached, and they asked us, okay, where you guys going? You guys have ID? I said, I'll show you some ID. But we guilty of committing a crime or breaking any laws. So we said, no, we got this situation. Since he had a cane on him, I'm talking about my Hispanic friend, he had a cane on him because he had to walk the list. They said, we got reports of guys going around beating people up and assaulting people with canes. So I said, okay, I appreciate y'all doing your job, but we're not the guys that you're looking for. So, I'll show you my ID or whatever case. I said, well, y'all seem like the thing to do. We're just trying to keep the community safe. And of course, we have one of the liberals. Oh, it's trying to like, bro, y'all. That's how it said, don't pay attention to that guy. We're just trying to do our job. I said, hey, officer, y'all have a good night. That's it.
And that's it.
And then the rest, a couple calls for weeks, they just very brief. I mean, a few times when I had them pull some stupid shit because they were just doing dumbass shit. I say, listen, officer, because there was two times I had to stop me in front of my house. One night, 6 motherfuckers stopped me in the middle of the night saying, oh, well, look at the drug dealer. I said, you got the wrong guy. I said, you should know this if you've been staking the place out. So since they knew who I was, I made it clear who I was. It was like a day or two later. Me and my friend are coming out my building, and these same motherfuckers pull out outside of a Chevy Cruiser, one of them Chevrolets, and no, it was a Chevy Impala. And they grabbed him up, and I said, well, listen, the guy's with me. They said, oh, yeah, I remember you. Yeah, he's with me, so you know who I am, so it should be no issue. And the cop said, well, why do you got your hands in your pocket? I said, sir, below 4 degrees outside. So he reached in my pocket. I said, officer, you already know me, so there's no reason for you to need to search me. So now I'm going to have to ask you for your ID, your badge, because I'm going to report this now, because you shouldn't have just been, oh, come on, guys, cut us some slack. We're just doing our job. And I had the motherfuckers asking me to give them a risk. I still report the ass any goddamn way. That stopped all that shit right there.
Amen.
If you're in a situation where cops are being dickheads, you make sure you get their badge number. You ask them what they stopped me for. If I'm guilty of committing a crime. If you decide to take me to jail or you won't give me a citation and you give me what you got to give me and let me go on about my business and I'm going to jail, I'll cooperate. I'll step on the car, I'll follow your order, but you let me know what you left me for. Once they start hearing that, they ain't going to say, okay, you know what, this is wrong, man. See, most black men can't, and again, like I said, most black men, they so fucked up. They fucked up because they're so argumentative. And that feeds into they want to bet you can't respond to that shit. Look, you got my ID. Run a check on it. Now, once you get your check back, now give me my ID back or you're going to arrest you. It's either or. But I'm not standing here carrying on a long, drawn conversation. Put me in handcuffs, put me in a cruiser. I need to talk to an attorney. But most black men can't do that. They go, fuck that. And then you know what's going on after that. Because that's what they want to do. They want to make these stupid Negroes to get these Negroes to respond. What is it? What is the one charge they love to use? No matter, I mean, they throw it around so much. And what is it? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Assault on a police officer?
I'll say it again.
Assault on a police officer?
No, disorder of conduct.
Yeah, yep.
That is so vague. That's so vague. If he tells you to be quiet and you say one more word, that's disorderly conduct. I mean, it's so vague. I mean, it's anything can be, classified under that. So therefore we're going to eliminate this shit. I'm going to eliminate you saying, respond to me, and then you respond to me, I'll just tell you I need to talk to your son. Right. I don't know what my rights are. I need to know what my rights are. I want an attorney.
But guys, I only got 20% battery on this. We had a great conversation. But basically, to both of your points, you're basically saying if stuff happens, let yourself get arrested, get an attorney if it goes that far. But the main thing is do not have a conversation with these cops. Get your license.
No, nothing. If they're going to arrest you, ask them, well, what do you take me to jail for? If you're going to arrest me, I'll cooperate. Tell me what I'm going to jail for, and I'll cooperate. If you're not arresting me, then please let me go on about my business. If you're going to write it in I'll fight it.
Okay.
And right then and there, it's going to stop all that bullshit. Because they know they arrest you, and they got you for some bullshit reason. You can have a court their ass.
Right.
No reason to arrest me. Put me in handcuffs. You took me to the police. Somebody's got to fill out that fucking paperwork. I want a police report now. I want to write up document. Okay, take me to jail. I want your badge number. You got to go right here on the police report. So now what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to go to CPRB. And then once they start investigating your ass, once they start hearing that, sir, you have a good night. That's why when them cops came to me, they pulled over my friend and did this shit and reached in my pocket. I said, sir, let me get your ID, your badge number, please. Oh, come on, guy, give us a break. You're cousin. No, you already know who I am. You know me, and you still coming over here pulling this bullshit. Right. So they're like, no, that's the way you handle.
Thank you.
They start pulling that bullshit. You tell them right away. You get your badge number. If you take me to jail, you tell me what I'm going to jail for, and I'll cooperate. If you're not arresting me, then what are you stopping me for? If you're not giving me a ride, what are you stopping me for? Other than that, I'll go see my attorney, and that's it. You're going to arrest me, go do what you got to do. I'm going to speak to my attorney. The minute they hear that shit, okay, this motherfucker knows right. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Right. Any last words, David? Go ahead. Go ahead, Equazi. No, go ahead, Equazi.
Once they see that you know you're right, that's what scares the shit out of them. There was a video that I commented on some time ago, it was months ago last year. This brother was so fucking intelligent. When these cops tried to arrest him or whatever, they had a snake or something. They came over, they started arresting him, and he started reciting the Lord's Announcement. The The cops eventually had no choice but to leave them alone. And they sit there, most of these motherfuckers don't even know the law that they're enforcing in the first place. What they know is, I got a bag, I'm the authority, you do what I tell you. But the minute they see you know your shit and they can't get you off your game plan and get you to some emotional, stupid, busy fit contest with them, they gonna realize, okay, this motherfucker's smart, let's leave him alone because he gonna end up reporting our ass and we gonna be in for some shit because we gonna go into the fucking talking to boss and explain what happened and not making out a goddamn bit of sense out of stuff. And that's gonna put more heat under our police department. You don't need that shit. Once they see you know your shit, that shit's gonna stop right away. That's the one thing cops are scared of. I know this because when they approach me, sir, what am I being stopped for? What are you patting me down for? No, I do not consent. You can do what you want anyway, but I don't consent. So you now been told that you don't have my permission. Oh, come on, sir, cut us a break. No, I'm not cutting you a break because I don't have the authority to stop towards you. So you need to cut me a break, and then I'll cut you a break. How about that?
Good advice, Equazy.
You have another thing.
Yes.
I'll give you another example, Chad.
Go ahead.
Years ago, I was in the park. Me and my good friend were sitting in the park and we were just chilling out. And the cops approached us. It was a black man, a white man, and a female Hispanic police officer. The Hispanic police officer walks up to me and goes to my jacket and starts patting me down. I said, "Miss, why are you patting me down?" And then he started patting down my homeboy. So I said, "Why are you patting us down?" "Well, you know, it's dark and the park is closed at a certain time." So I said, "Officer, all you have to do is ask us to leave and we'd have got us politely left." So now once again, why are you patting us down? "Oh, you guys could have had a bat inside of there or whatever. We got to protect ourselves." I said, "Wait a second." I said, "Yeah, we got 3 officers with guns, mace, and whatever the fuck else y'all got on y'all. You mean to tell me you think I'm that stupid to pull on a bat and try to swing on one of y'all when y'all got loaded guns? How far am I going to get with that?" So I said, "You know what, officer, we're going to leave. We're going to leave. But next time there's a better way to go about doing it." So as we're leaving, we look at the sign. It was about 9:15. When we get to the entrance of the park sign says 10 p.m. So I see them pulling out in their van. I said, "Officer, come here for a second. Let me show you something." I said, "You see this sign here? What is it?" I said, "You asked us to leave the park. Now we left. But look at the sign. I want you to read this." And this big boy look at that sign and said, "Well, you know what? If you want to be here and wait for some other big head cops to show up and not be so nice, then that's on you." I said, "No, we're going to leave, but I just wanted you to see that." So mind you now, you're patting us down. You're telling us to leave the park, which you're not authorized to do because you don't even have the authority because the sign tells you clearly 10 p.m. I said, "We're going to leave. I just wanted you to see that." And they felt stupid. Them motherfuckers felt stupid. The way you deal with cops is by which with the you don't even engage them more. Just like that white cop that was trying to tell me, "Come here, guy, come here. I'm not wasting my time going back and forth with you. Do you got a reason to stop me? If you don't, okay, you have a nice day, sir." I said, "You don't waste your time going back and forth with me." And it's an emotionally unstable motherfuckers as well.
Good advice, because I only got.
A lot of the motherfuckers do it, but that's a whole other story. But bottom line is, Jack, you get into a conversation with cops. Don't exchange many words with me.
Agreed, 1,000,000,000%. Yeah, I said I agree with your business. I gotta let Dave get a word before I end it because I only got 10% power on this thing. So go ahead, Dave. Oh, you got no words to say right now? You don't have nothing else to say?
Well, no, I was just saying. I was just saying things you were saying about the cops. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, that's what I say. I mean, it is what it is. I have very little conversation with you. Very little.
All right. Any last words, Equazy?
Conversation. No, what I've done. Minimize the conversation. They stop you. You ask them what am I being stopped for? Break the law, whatever the case. Just usually want to know what they're stopping you for. And what's the repercussion behind that? Once they see that, they probably want to let you go. You know, so you have a good day.
Okay.
That's it.
Yo.
Don't waste my time getting into a cop. Try to tell black men don't get into a cop. The more the motherfuckers will avoid it. If I'm driving and I see them beside me, I don't even look in their fucking direction. I don't look in their direction. I make sure I'm not going above the speed limit or whatever. I just try to avoid it. That's the point. But I've only been pulled over one time, and I drive a nice car, and many would say cops should be pulling you over on a consistent basis for you having that car alone. Or how is it you can afford this car? So, but this is my vehicle, the registration is under my name, there you go. I've only been one time, they didn't ask no questions. didn't ask to search the car. They didn't ask to see what was in my pocket. They just said, "Complete my ID." And we did registration and insurance, and that was it. You go over my citation, either a fine or switching lanes or signaling. Have a good day, sir. You can fight in court. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
That was it.
Akwasi and David, I thank you very much for having this phone call with me. We did an hour and 20-something minutes with some raw truth, nothing edited. I thank both of you for doing this.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Come anytime.
Folks, this is the Chad Factor.
On your channel, I didn't record this on my camera, so you got an exclusive right here.
All right, no problem, no problem. This is the Chad Factor with the collaboration with Mr. Akwasi 100 and Mr. David Carroll. Everybody have a good night. Yo, thank you both again.
All right, no problem. All right.
All right.